Hello, today I have the pleasure of speaking to Kamal Munasinghe, the newly appointed Chief Operating Officer of Cinnamon Hotels and Resorts. With over 3 decades of global hospitality experience and a proven track record in leading Cinnamon Grand Colombo, he now steps into a role that will shape the future of one of the most iconic hotel brands in Sri Lanka. So we're excited to know about his vision, his journey, and what lies ahead for Cinnamon under your leadership as COO. Congratulations on your new role as the CEO of Cinnamon Hotels and Resorts. How do you feel stepping into this new role?
Yeah, I feel really great to take up this role as the Chief Operating Officer of Cinnamon Hotels and Resorts. I've been back in Sri Lanka since 5 years now, for the third time over the last 35 years. So I started here at Cinnamon Lakeside first when I came back. Then I moved to Cinnamon Grand. Then I took over the Cinnamon Colombo hotels. We've gone through a nice journey over the last 5 years, and I'm looking forward for the journey ahead as the CEO of Cinnamon Hotels and Resorts.
What's the ultimate vision for Cinnamon Hotels and Resorts under your leadership, of course, now?
We over the last 5 years, we've gone through a lot of difficult times. Even though we went through difficult times, we did a lot of restructuring of Cinnamon Hotels and Resorts in terms of how we operate and how we bring our brand to the world. We have looked at multiple ways of doing things, and now we know that operations excellence is one of the key elements for us to succeed in this arena, and also brand excellence and innovative ideas, bringing in new technology. AI is a big topic in the world and even in the hospitality world. How we can bring in that technology, the AI part, into operational and brand excellence to bring the best of Sri Lanka to the world with style and elegance. That's what we're looking for.
It's great that your vision has future aspects aligned as well. That's great. Having led Cinnamon Grand Colombo, you have first-hand experience in Colombo's tourism landscape, of course. Cinnamon Grand is one of the most iconic hotels even to this day. And how are you hoping to implement those key points to your leadership right now?
Yeah, we can learn a lot from what we did over the last few years with Cinnamon Grand Colombo. Like I said, during the pandemic and after the crisis, we had to really build everything from scratch, right? So what we looked at is mainly doing engaging events. We brought in a lot of engaging events to Colombo, and that is one key element how we can get the audience going, build trust with your brand, and really deliver an experience that is actually unexpected, right? And another area that we always look at is personalization. Every person's luxuriousness is different, and it has to be personalized. It can't be generalized. And that's something that we really practice at Cinnamon Grand. And as you know, 2024, Cinnamon Grand became the best 5-star hotel in Colombo at the Tourism Awards Sri Lanka. So those are key learnings, I think. How you analyze customer behavior, and also how you kind of adjust yourself, be agile to cater to that customer behavior is very, very important. And that's the key part, I think, that we need to take on to the next level now.
Personalized experience is a great word to use. And how do you see Colombo's role in tourism evolving? And where does Cinnamon fit in there?
I think, audience knows what Cinnamon has been doing in Colombo. We created the buzz in Colombo. When I say we created the buzz, Cinnamon Colombo Hotels, especially Cinnamon Grand, we brought in lots of personalities. We created events. Now we are looking at bringing in entertainment acts. We were part of the sports tourism. We took a leading role in bringing in engaging events such as Mrs. India for Mrs. World. We were the key partners for that. So we wanted to build Colombo as a destination where people will come and stay for a couple of days. It's not just a transit destination, but also where people would come and stay a couple of days here. There's a lot of culture in Colombo. There are a lot of activities that has been developed over the last few years in Colombo. So that is becoming more of a MICE hub now. rather than just a one-night stay to go to the resort. So out of your way,
hotel.
yeah, just a hotel stay in Colombo. So there's a lot more activities that is there in Colombo, and that's what we want to ride on and then develop and build onto it to make sure that we have people staying longer in Colombo.
Cinnamon has always been an experience to the audience, and when we talk about experiences, all of the hotels individually, they have their uniqueness. It's not just the same. And how do you see while tourism is evolving and the growth of Cinnamon individually? How do you see that?
So that's one of the key aspects that we look at as Cinnamon Hotels and Resorts. We want to be the destination experts wherever we are in operation, whether we are in Yala in wilderness or whether we are in Colombo in bustling city. Even in Colombo, having 3 different hotels and 3 different locations, the experience has to be unique. And we want to deliver a very much destination-based experience for our guests, and that's what we have mastered. We have nature trails, Cinnamon nature trails, that's curating experiences for Colombo as well. There's something called City Trail that we have developed and launched a couple of years ago, which is picking traction because you would think nature trails can do only things maybe in the wilderness or in the mountains or somewhere else, but even in Colombo we have curated.
Great.
Those curated experiences are only available with Cinnamon Hotels and Resorts. It's not something that you can find on website or go to any agent and book that. That's only available at Cinnamon Hotels and Resorts.
Finally, Kamal, what excites you most about Cinnamon Hotels and Resorts now?
I think that the juncture where we are at right now is the most exciting part. Like I told you, over the last 5 years, we have done quite a lot of work in the back end. Now is the time for us to execute that on property level. And my expertise, my background comes from operation. I've been a hotel operator since 1991, so it's actually more than 3 decades, working in international hotel chains, working in different countries like Switzerland, Malaysia, Vietnam. There's a lot that you learn, and also there's a lot of connections that you make when you are working in those kind of environments. So I want to make use of all these connections that I have built along the way, and everything that we have built and prepared for the last 5 years to bring it to life.
Do you think your global hospitality experience plays a huge part of your exhibition?
It's always, because this arena of hospitality is always evolving. And sometimes because we are a little bit away from the rest of the world, all these new trends we don't get to know very quickly. But if you are in connection with those people who are associated with global hospitality in other parts of the world, we always have continuous dialogue talking about ways of doing things and how they are doing things in that part of the world. So that helps us to bring in some new ideas, get a little bit more exposure to what's happening in the other part of the world.
That's why Cinnamon is always ahead.
Correct, that's why. And then that's why also we look at always making sure that our talent is also developed in such a way that they get exposure. We have programs that we have built. Our management, middle management and the senior management, people get exposed to different environments. They go sometimes out of Sri Lanka to get exposure. And these are all structured programs done by Cinnamon Hotels and Resorts. And so that's the most exciting part for me, working with people that, we are in connection with globally, getting more exposed to it, but also making use of everything that we have done over the last 5 years, bringing it to life on our properties, exceeding guest expectation, bringing best of Sri Lanka to the world with the style and images. That's what I'm excited about.
That's amazing. So Kamal, it's been inspiring to hear the direction Cinnamon Hotels and Resorts is headed. We look forward to seeing Sri Lanka's name on the global hospitality map, and wishing you and the team all the very best. Thank you for your time again.
Thank you, Taliba. Thank you for having me on the program. Thank you very much.